families, Tzu families around the world. I am Sister Cai Bijuan. I'm going to share with everyone the review on Message Diary of 2021 Spring Edition. And my topic is let us not forget that year, let us not forget those people. On January 9, 2021, Master Zheng Yan visited Kaohsiung Jingshi Hall. And during her tour, she had a sharing with Tzu volunteers and review that year in Kaohsiung. The Trans-Asia Airways flight 222 from Kaohsiung Xiaogang to Penghu Magong on July 23rd, 2014. After taking off, it is suspected to be due to the typhoon's factor. The plane has crashed into a house in Xixi village, Wuxi Township, Penghu County, which caused 48 people died and 10 people seriously injured. Since some passengers on the flight were from Kaohsiung, Tzu volunteers from Kaohsiung and Penghu immediately mobilized and cooperated across districts to accompany the family members of victims. To let us review how Kaohsiung volunteers mobilized immediately. Okay. The video is about Tzu volunteers in Kaohsiung and Penghu. They relay care to the victims. Many local volunteers in Penghu have participated in the 525 Penghu air crash 12 years ago. They have accumulated a lot of experiences. In addition, most of the volunteers in Kaohsiung also have the experience of international disaster relief, from caring for family members at the beginning to and assisting in the aftermath. They were put in place almost immediately and play a very high caring function. Kaohsiung senior Tzu volunteers Lin Jinggui said, "We only have less than an hour to go home and pack our luggage. The clothes are basically stuffed, and we even forgot to bring our own medicine." From Kaohsiung to Penghu, this carrying mission, the volunteer knows well. The one we want to accompany, we cannot cry and sing them like that. So I feel the pain of the family members. Lin Jinggui is the leader of the Kaohsiung district. She has been treated for gastric illness 5 times in the past. She has gone through her life of death, a situation of her life, which has made her more aware of life is impermanent. The master prays that many volunteers are just ordinary housewives, but in the face of horrible air crash, they can still uphold righteous knowledge and right view to pray for the dead ones and to comfort their families. Just 1 week later, a serious gas explosion occurred in the Qianzhen of Kaohsiung City in the early morning of August 1, causing 32 deaths and more than 300 injuries. Let us watch the video and listen to the master's teaching. Thinking of this powerful gas explosion, many people's lives were taken away instantly. We also surely see Taiwan is truly a place full of love. People mobilize rapidly to help those affected. Hopefully, we pray with sincere piety for those who were affected. Moreover, I hope people will achieve peace of mind and free from caused by this disaster. so that everyone can understand and deal with the disaster calmly and peacefully, and awaken to the truth they bring. Impermanence of life can strike anyone suddenly. We must cherish the times of safety and well-being and be grateful at all times. Let us have the gratitude and respect for everyone's contributions and benefiting the world with unconditional love. I deeply feel for them. However, everyone's mind being in harmony is what we hope for the most. Faced with the advent of impermanence, life disappears instantly, leaving loved ones always painful and unsolvable issues. CG volunteers always stand with the family of the victims. Sometimes they don't need too much words, but just to be with the family members, giving them a hug or hand over a piece of tissue to accompany them in tears, prayers, and being together. After the disaster, Chiji volunteers will also help blessing events, hoping to give peace to the alive ones and soul of the dead ones. Chiji volunteers have always been there for them. 近思于 life is impermanent, so we must cherish life more and make the most of our lives. Although I am a busy office worker, I still see the affinity to give out. I am currently serving as the leader of Xie in the community. The photo in my PPT is my recent participation in the fire incident in Kaohsiung City on October 14. I accompanied the families of the victims to participate in the blessing ceremony. And often my annual leave is not used to travel around the places, but to do Ciji and not to take time off when doing Ciji. Recently, the Master Star her tour, end of 2021 tour around Taiwan. She hopes that everyone can take an inventory of our lives and become bodhisattvas in the world who can carry the lives of others to the other shore. Even if the individual strength is limited, it can shine like a firefly, soothing how difficult the world is. Master said that taking an inventory of our lives is to calculate how much one's past life has given to the world. This is a complete different life value from comparing about I did more and while others did less. After Kaohsiung's gas explosions incident, I was very shocked because the disaster area was not far from my home. I also felt deeply that Master often reminds us that life is impermanent. Life exists in between breaths. And the peace is a truly meaning of happiness. Therefore, I searched on the internet for to make a Happy Express videos. Now let's watch the videos together. Simple life is very happy. Life does not need to seek far away, but comes from a change in the heart. Happiness is a simple thing when we were young, and simple is the happy things when we grow up. Contentment is happiness when you are living well. Remember to make others happy. It turns out that happiness is the person who waves goodbye to you in the morning and come back to you quietly at night. It turns out that happiness is very close to us, but we often forget to get close. Lastly, I wish everyone safe and happiness. Thank you.
Thank you very much for Hui Ling. Do you feel that she is doing very good? if I say that if I tell you that if you 5 days later you need to be the guide reading, do you want to do it? Maybe you do not dare to do it, but she can do that because she always accompany other people who are suffering. So I just tell her that because of this chapter, do you want to come to share with us for this chapter? Because there is a lot of disasters for this chapter. Do you want to share? She said yes. Actually, this is not